Okay, so what we're looking at here is the MFJ-828 meter. Now, I just purchased this brand new a couple days ago. Yes, I know I'm using a CB. It's probably not appropriate, but this will work on this frequency. I wouldn't say inappropriate, just this simplifies everything for this demonstration. So one thing is they don't give you an owner's manual, so you have to print that stuff out, which, you know, is perfectly fine. I printed it out. I actually made it a little bit larger, made it a whole lot easier for me to read. It does not come with the power supply that you need to plug it into your wall, which is here. Now, you'll probably hear a little bit of fan noise from this power supply, but it is working, and that's what's powering our radio. All right, so if you're looking here right now, this should be channel 20. I'm not sure here. I don't know if this radio has an open clarifier or not, but it should be 27205. It's close enough. So it's a kilohertz high, which doesn't matter, or that's a kilohertz low, which is probably more likely with this radio. It's saying that I have 7 watts forward. This does have a adjustable RF gain on it, which it is what it is, and I'm just using a D104 because that's what I have wired for 4-pin at the time. All right, so that kind of explains everything that we have here. We are using a dummy load, which is also an MFJ, so that seems to, they always work good. These cables seem to work just fine. Now, back to the meter at hand. So this is probably the 3rd time I hooked this up. I hooked it to, I had it hooked up to the ICOM for a little while the other night, trying it out, and I had hooked it to a 10 meter radio just to see how it would work, because right now all I have is a antenna for 11 and 10 right now accessible to me. So here we are, we're now running into this dummy load. We just keyed it. It's showing reflected probably around 9. Now the problem is, you see, I just touched this. Okay, so that seems to have come up. It's now telling me I have 21 forward. It's showing 15 on the needle. 0.3. Audio test. Here we go. Now I'm not quite sure what this is supposed to be doing, because now it's up here at yeah, so we're not going to push in this button, we're just going to lift up on it. See, we just touched it. All we did was touch that button. Alright, here we go again. Let's try this. Now it's showing me no forward on the meter, and it's showing me a reflected now of 9 on the meter. Oh, now it just popped up. Look, we lost everything on the display. So not quite sure what's going on there. Let's see here. Can we, does this have, see, I'm not sure. I don't usually use this radio. I don't play with this. It's just a CB I had. It was easier for me to hook up for this right now. So SWR, this thing has to have, I don't know, maybe it self-calibrates. But right there we are. We have low SWR coming into that. We now have nothing here. So let's lock. Hold on here, guys. Let's lock this microphone. All right, now we'll come over to here. Hopefully you can see this. I just touched up on it. Oh, now it bounced all over the place. We got some readings. All I'm doing is pushing up on it. We're pushing it to the side. Key. I mean, you can see we're showing 16. Frequency's way off, power's way off, SWR is really high. We're talking into this. It's showing modulation on this meter. It's showing power on that meter. Whether this is actually reading out right, it's basically 4 and it's showing 6 onto here. As you can see, this is still doing whatever it wants to do over here. So let's touch this. here again. Okay, now let's try mode. Our mode button does nothing. Peak up and down. Alarm. For some reason that's just bouncing that one up and down. So tried to do some troubleshooting. Let me see here. Alright, so I know this thing's kind of controlled. I think I found I did some checking here. So it says self-test. There's actually some stuff that shows a reset. So page 10 right here. So self-test, we'll check. Turn the unit off. Press and hold the mode button while turning power on. The test begins by displaying a copyright messages of firmware versions such as blah blah blah, as you can see here on the paper. So let's try that. All right. We are going to hold the mode button in while powering it on. Well, as you see, it didn't display that message. So press and hold mode and alarm buttons well. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Turn off the transmitter. What's this? Frequency calibration. So it went to turn on. Yeah, so that's what it's showing me here. Turn on the power to the transmitter, set and lock frequency to exactly 29 megahertz. Press and hold both mode and alarm buttons while turning the power on. So basically, I held the mode button and it was telling me that I was holding the alarm button. So, I mean, I'm hoping that I just have a bad one. I'm guessing that it has something to do with a bad solder joint here, possibly off of this switch. Okay, let's see. Well, still not wanting to do anything. So I basically called who I got this through, and I'm actually getting ready to ship this thing back. I wanted to get it out a couple days ago, but we had snow. So hopefully this kind of helps if you run into this problem. This is not how this meter should work based on a lot of the other videos that I had seen. I was really wanting to do an upgrade. I have another meter, like I said, I was trying to upgrade, that I will show you here quick. I'll pull this one out of line. We'll put that one in. You might get a laugh out of it, but this meter has served me well and not given me any problems for what it is. All right, so we have the other meter hooked up. This is a Dulce. I've had this for many years. I think we have to, I'm gonna set the camera down. I have this in set. So let's calibrate the modulation meter and the SWR meter here. Okay. So there we go. There's our SWR. Here's our frequency. The other one was showing this a little high. So I'm going to turn on the modulation. Hello, test, test. There we go. This does show a little bit more swing. It doesn't have the some of the other options that the other meter has, which is why I had purchased that one. But this shows that everything is doing what it's supposed to do. So, you know, there we go. Hopefully when I get the MFJ packed up, sent back in, they can give me an answer as to what's going on, and possibly either, I think I might just get a refund rather than getting another one sent to me and try something different, because I'm really looking at an LPA 100 or something like that as soon as they come back into stock, which is probably part of the reason why I ordered this. I did always want one of these. I really thought they were cool. Just kind of really depressed. Hopefully maybe I just got a lemon and no one else has these problems. All right, hope that helps. Thanks.